Hey everybody, this is Organic Dairyman, and today is Friday, August 24th, and as you can see, I am in the building that we call the granary, the place where you saw me unload the feed the other day. Anyways, I kind of wanted to do a video, cover two different things today. Well, kind of kill two birds with one stone. I want to do a farm update, and I also want to do cover just a thing that some questions that some people might have, like an organic farm and an organic operation, and how we might treat our animals with certain things, like certain healthcare issues and things related to that, just animal nutrition and healthcare. And so I thought I would do do a video about that. I guess the first thing I'd like to cover is just do a little like the farm update. Right now, it's kind of, well, I guess I'll just show you. There's some clouds that have been moving in on and off today. It's sprinkled a little bit. Just kind of, yeah, clouds, the sun coming and going. So there might be a possibility we might start chopping hay late this afternoon. We don't know. It's just still not drying real well. Now we're just waiting for it to get down to that right moisture level, around 65-ish% moisture, and so we're kind of waiting on that. So, that's kind of what it is. What the deal is with the haylage, as far as getting the straw baled, I don't know. It's too wet, and that ain't gonna go today. So, or to do the big square bales of straw. So, but yeah. So I thought I'd just kill two birds with one stone. Sorry if it sounds like I'm stuttering. I don't know what's the matter with me today, but yeah, so that's kind of the deal. So if things dry out a little bit more, the sun stays out long enough, we might start chopping haylage this afternoon. So, but anyways, as far as the other part of my video here, I'm talking about animal health care and stuff like that, what we do on an organic farm. The first thing I want to talk about is if you have internal parasites or worms, how do you treat that in an organic farm? Well, and I also want to make a disclaimer too. The company that we get these products from, they are not, they are not paying us or paying me or paying us or anything to do this video. I'm doing this video on my my own choice, own free will, and because we like their products and their products work. So that's kind of why we're doing it. So yeah. Anyways, the first thing I want to talk about is how do you treat internal parasites and things like that, worms. So the company that we work with is called Crystal Creek, and this is the product here that we use. It's called Pivot FL, and it will kill, like I say, internal parasites, worms. It's all natural. It's approved for organic use. We've used it. We had we had some calves. I'll just show you here. We had some calves that had some coccidiosis in this lot over here. They had coccidiosis really bad, a severe case of it, and I've been treating them. Right now I'm actually on the second treatment. Actually, we had one calf that had it really bad. It ran the calf down so bad that it killed the calf and ended up dying. I should have caught it sooner, but I didn't realize why. I didn't realize why the calf was they started going off feed, and I didn't know why they were going off feed. I thought maybe they're lacking mineral or whatever. I even gave the calf a magnet, and then we talked to our nutritionist, and then he said that it was pretty much a full-blown coccidiosis, had it really severe, because I actually was treating him with that product, but I only treated him for 3 days, and then he said you got to do it for 5 days. That was a mistake that I made. Well, I didn't realize that, so now we know, and that's why we work with a nutritionist and stuff like that. But so these guys here, they're I'm treating them on the second round, and they are getting better. They're eating more. and they're gaining weight. So that's kind of what we're doing here right now, or what I'm doing with them. So they're on their second round. So yeah, so this product, if you have internal worms, parasites, it'd be good to use this product. Yeah, it's got different things in there. Also, I don't want to show all the ingredients, but it's got garlic in it. Oh, just different things, brewers, dried yeast, things like that in there. And so that's kind of like what we use to help treat internal parasites and worms, and it does work. For those of you that don't know what coccidiosis is, coccidiosis is an internal, or it's obviously an internal parasite. It's the parasite that lives in the GI tract of like Holstein heifers, you know, or animals, or Holstein animals, calves. And it can be in cows too, and it's microscopic. And so you got to treat them one time. You usually give them a treatment according to their body weight. You get so many ounces for every 100 pounds, and depends on the severity of it. If it's just they have a light case, you just treat them for 3 days. They wait again for another 2, so it's like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah. How about? I should mention too, you can also feed this to poultry, chickens, turkeys, and stuff like that, and beef, cows, sheep, and goats. So it works for those too. And so, anyways, hope you can see me in here. Just that the milk hauler came and he leaves his truck run out there. So. So anyways, so I'm gonna go in here for a second to block out the noise. But anyways, yeah, that's kind of what we use for that. Like I say, you treat them one time. If it's a light case, you treat them, 3 days. A severe case, you do 5 days, and then you come back about, what is it? 2 weeks. Anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks later, probably 2 weeks. Because then the eggs will hatch, and so you want to kill the eggs. Probably about 3 weeks. You want to come back, and then you run this through 5 days again if it's severe, 3 days if it's moderate, and then it will kill the eggs that hatch, and then you'll clean them out. So that's one of the products that we use to kill internal parasites. Also, I wanted to talk to you about like what people use, what we use, like to treat, like we have problems sometimes in our silage, where we get toxins like mycotoxins or vomotoxins. We actually have a little pamphlet here that talks about it, and most dairy producers don't realize how much milk production can be robbed from their animals by this. But this book here pretty much, if I can get it open here, it's kind of stuck. Let me set you down here for a second. Yeah, but it lists all the ones that have university studies to back it up. But like the biggest one for us is like we have troubles like with vomotoxins. Yeah, they've got pictures of them in here. Different types. Like if it's red, it's I can't pronounce that word. Ferrocin. If you see red mold appearance, downy white at the beginning, red into purple color. Consequence: depressed intake, diarrhea, things like that. But if you don't have a book like this, get a book like this so you can know how to identify toxins in your silage, your haylage, or whatever it is you're using, oatlage, and stuff like that. Because like I say, most people they don't realize that how much of a milk production robber that can be. It can make a cow sick. They could get pneumonia, mastitis, diarrhea. It'll You know, it can kill your cows too. We used to have a lot of trouble with it. We didn't know why we were having trouble with it. We didn't understand it, and then we talked to this Crystal Creek company, and they told us, you know, I was like, wow. I mean, it's like, I can't believe we didn't know this before, you know. It's just like, I felt kind of stupid that we didn't know all this information, but you don't know if somebody doesn't tell you, so that's why when you have silage or haylage or whatever, it's really, or even shelled corn, you can have toxins in shelled corn if it doesn't get dried down properly. And so it's good to know this stuff. But one of the things that, you know, we know that every year that we always have toxins in our corn silage. So one of the things that we always do is we feed toxin binders, and we use the products from Crystal Creek. We use Fuse and this Ultrazor product here. This is kind of what if you can see it here good enough. It's just a really fine powder, what that is, and then this Fuse stuff. You can see that. Yeah, they're all natural. It's used for organic, but they have yeah, they got tags on here, so if you're you know, it tells you all what's in there, but it will work for organic if you're having an organic operation. Even if you have a conventional operation, feed this stuff. It works really good. You got to feed it together. I can't remember what the ratio is to feed it in. The best thing is, like I said, talk with your nutritionist about it. If you want to work, I mean, the best thing is to work with one of their nutritionists. But so that's what we feed, is this toxin binder, and we get vomotoxins in our corn silage because the silo up there, you know, it just, you know, if you can't feed off the face of your corn silage fast enough, especially if you have a pile, you're gonna get toxins on there. No matter what, you're gonna get toxins. And so just the best thing is we just feed this stuff every day as a precaution, because like I say, we've seen its effects. You know, those vomotoxins are the worst. I believe they're toxic in parts per billion. So, and they start attacking the liver of the cows, and if your cows start coming down with diarrhea, you start getting pneumonia for whatever reason, you'll know that you got vomotoxins. Best thing is look in your corn silage. You can see, if you see one little red flake on like a leaf or a kernel or whatever, usually that's a sign you got vomotoxins. You know, they're about the worst kind you could have. Just about the worst. But so that's important to do that. And you know, we've had good luck feeding this product. I tell you a little story. We feed this to we feed this product here to our bred heifers, to our milk cows, and to our dry cows. Why do we feed it to the bred heifers? Because we've seen them, vomotoxins can cause them to abort a calf. They can kick a calf right out. We've seen it happen before. Our dry cows, we feed it to our dry cows because we've actually had one time, for whatever reason, we just quit feeding it for a little bit because we thought, oh, the corn silage don't have any in there. And we ended up having, 4 cows? Two heifers and 2 cows that came in with DAs, displaced abomasums, and so and it was all related to these vomotoxins. So when we feed our dry cows, we automatically give them this stuff because so that they, you know, and we started back feeding it again, never had any more problems. Matter of fact, I don't know if we've ever had a DA again since that time. That was like a few years ago. So yeah, it's very important to feed, you know, this stuff. You know, yes, it does cost you money. It's not super expensive, but I guess the best thing to always keep in mind is that it's cheaper to treat an animal, to prevent something from happening, than it is to fix the problem later. It costs you more money in the end. You know, this stuff, it may cost you a mere cents per day, so many cents per day. But if you gotta treat a sick cow and you call the vet and you give it all this stuff, I mean, you know, it doesn't take long, you know, whatever the vet costs, you know, maybe it costs you $200-300. I mean, you think about what you could buy, you know, and then all the healthcare stuff you got to put through. I mean, it doesn't take long. You have $500, $600 stuck into your animal. Well, this stuff, like, it costs cents a day to feed, you know, and it's cheaper. It's always better to be proactive than to be what's the word? I can't think of it. It slipped my mind, but yeah, be proactive and not be retroactive. You know, respond after the animals. You know, if you're responding to something after they're sick, you know, it's too late. You know, and so it's better to get ahead of the game and treat the animal right away. So, anyways, enough with that, and I want to talk to you too a little bit about some of the mineral that we use with this Crystal Creek. We have dairy mineral. This is a special pasture blend, because the pasture you lack a little when the animals are in grass. They're getting a little less manganese or something in there. I can't remember what it is. Yeah, magnesium oxide, damn it. And that's something less that they're getting. So we always feed when we take them off pasture. We go back to the regular. I think, what is it? I don't know what this is. The 1-to-1. But yeah, we get all of our this is what the milk cows get. This is what this is the calf mineral. All the calves get this. Even the bred heifers get this Swift Start. And let me turn this around here. That way you can see this. And yeah. Anyways, I tell you that when you feed this mineral to the calves, they just about their weight gains are almost twice as fast as they are without it. So if you want to get faster weight gains in your calves, feed that mineral. You know, the disclaimer is you gotta you're gonna get the faster weight gains if you follow the proper nutrition with them too. If you follow that up with proper nutrition, like you give them, you know, based on what they need for the nutritional needs, you're gonna get twice the fast weight gains. And I can't believe sometimes how fast their calves grow. They almost grow too fast sometimes. But if you get faster weight gains, it saves you money because they're utilizing the feed better. We noticed the difference when we switched to some of these minerals. Like, I mean, their milk production went up a little bit. We noticed in the manure, we didn't see the kernels of corn in the manure anymore. It helps the animals better buy. It makes it better. The food more viable, available to the animal for their system. So, you know, and then I'll show you the dry cow. We got mineral for the dry cow too. And yeah, this is the dry cow mineral right here. And so, like I say, they get their own special mineral for their own needs. That's kind of what it looks like. One thing too, like mineral, a lot of mineral salesmen will come around and they'll show you that the mineral is red, and so automatically everybody thinks, oh, it must be good if it's a red mineral. Just because it's red mineral doesn't mean it's a good mineral. It's just a selling pitch that some people try to use to get your money. and so, you know, like Crystal Creek, they have good products. We work with their nutritionists, their on-staff nutritionists, and I think, what is it? They have 5 or 6 on-staff nutritionists. And the owner of the company himself is a nutritionist. His name is Dan Leiterman, and he's a very intelligent individual. Yeah. Actually, I think I'll post a link down below in the description to some of their products, to the website, maybe to the Pivot FL. Oh, I'm just stuttering today. What's the matter? But anyways, yeah. So I just want to show you some of the other products that we use too. Like we have what do they call these pills? Well, they're Super Boost, but they're microorganism. I can't think of the word. It slipped my mind. bacterial pills, and like if their gut gets out of their rumen, the bacteria gets out of whack in their gut, you give them some of these. They're boluses. That's kind of what they look like. And we've used those before because they're rumen. And like an animal, like if they have like some sort of infection or anything like that, we give them this powder power stuff. The stuff works. Like if pneumonia, we've given this stuff for pneumonia. It works. And yeah, they're just like that. They smell like garlic. Garlic is one of the main ingredients in there. So yeah. But yeah, that's kind of, oh, let me show you this is what the heifer mineral looks like too. It's not red. So, yeah, so, I would, go to their website. I'll post a link down there to some of their products. Or actually, I'll just post a link to Pivot FL, and from there, if you want to check out some more of their other products. They're nutritionists. They all have their bachelors of science degrees and everything like that. That you could see their credentials that they have. They even have an on-staff veterinarian. Actually, the veterinarian is the owner's son, so it kind of works to get really nice together with them. The dad's a nutritionist, the son is a veterinarian, so they go hand in hand together. If you're looking to do more of a natural way of treating your animals, whether you're organic or conventional, they work with a lot of conventional dairy farmers. They work with a lot of organic farmers, but it's just like if you want to take more of a natural approach to animal health care, animal nutrition, they are the people to work with. And if you work with them, you will see results. I mean, you got to follow what they do. We've been working with them like in their nutrition program and their mineral program since like 2013, and we've had really good luck. We used to have, like, when we milk our cows, we had a lot of sick. We just got to the point where we just kept having sick cows, and we didn't know why, and we could just never get our milk production any higher than like 55 pounds. And since then, since we've been working with them, we've gotten our milk production up over at times up over 70 pounds. I know they have some of their producers that even get 80 pounds, if you do things right. So yeah, if you work with them, they know what they're doing, they know what they're talking about. Like I say, I wouldn't be recommending them if their products and their system did not work. I would not be doing it, recommending them. So like I say, knowledge is power. If the more you know, the more you're going to be able to do. So like I say, I would, I'd check them out. Like I say, I'm not getting paid by them to do this. I'm just doing it because their products work. Their products and their method works. Sick cows cost you money. They cost you money. Healthy cows, they make you money. So that's what we focus on, trying to keep our cows healthy. Obviously, in this video, I'm not discussing everything because there's a lot to cover, a lot of everything. But if you want to find out more, get in touch with one of their nutritionists. Go get their catalog with it, or whatever. Go to the website and give them a call, whatever. They're really easy. They're really nice people to work with. The company's been around, I think since 1998, either 96 or 98. I'm not sure what it was, but so they're not like some fly-by-nighter company. They're located in the Midwest. Spooner, Wisconsin is where they're located. So we work with them all the time. We keep in touch with our nutritionists, and so. But yeah, so I'd recommend giving them a try, and if you can boost your profitability on your farm, I hope that's more money in your pocket at the end of the day. Like I say, sick cows cost you money. Healthy cows make you money, and they know a lot about nutrition is the key to having a healthy herd. And yeah, we used to have a lot of sick cows in the past, and it just drove us crazy. We just thought, oh, we got to find some answers somewhere. Why are we having sick cows? Why are we getting cows with pneumonia and mastitis and things like that? And it just makes, when you know what you're doing, it makes a big difference. And some people, it's not like it's your own. It's not. Excuse me. It's not your fault if you don't know any different, because nobody's ever told you. And that's why I'm telling you. So yeah. So I hope you found this video educational. Hope it didn't bore you to death. and I hope you learned something. So anyways, this video is fly on there. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, and do your homework. Do your research on how to put up forages and stuff like that. It's worth it. Because you are you hold the keys to the success of your farm. I mean, by what you know or don't know, it's going to make you money, or it's going to make you lose, or you're going to lose money. And so keep an open mind. Like I say, give them a call. I know that Dan Leiderman, we've had him. He's been to our farm before, and I mean his knowledge, it just blows me away what he knows. He's very good with animal nutrition work. So I think that's about it for this video. Like I said, I know I didn't cover everything, but I gave you some food for thought. So anyways, so I think I'm gonna let you guys go, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Have any questions, drop one down in the comment section below. Please check me out on Twitter at Organic Dairyman, and check me out on Instagram at Organic Dairyman. And please hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. And I want to thank you to all my subscribers, and thank you everyone for watching this video. And like I say, go ahead and check out Crystal Creek. Doesn't hurt, doesn't cost you, shouldn't cost you anything to make a phone call, or go check out their website anyways. And I think that's everything. So with that, I'll let you all go, and I guess I will catch you later.